guys, I think that you were waiting this video about the statues. So I decided to bring this video here because I decided to fight against this chief this week. Next week is going to be the Radiance team, okay? So this team here that you guys have to bring is straight about the lightning heroes, you know, but I'm going to be very straightforward right now. I didn't bring any school of elemental part of the lightning heroes. There are no Thunderbolts complete hero here because I do not have Pergunte. And in terms of the Dauntless, I also not have crazy heroes to build in terms of the Dauntless, you know, because I have Orphena. Yeah, I have Orphena. So guys, I'm Sky Aesthetics, so I bring this video here to help you in terms of this battle. If you are here and would you like to know everything about this composition, just keep it turning right there and leave a comment as well if you still have a doubt about everything that we're going to explain, because I'm going to inform to you the best way possible about this battle right here. It's not difficult, okay, but you need to have some specific heroes in your composition, you know. And the hero, the main hero that you have to have in your composition is just Orphena. But of course, if you have some other heroes in terms of damage, that can be also interesting. That can be part of the Radiance or part of the Lightning heroes. All right. Okay. So as you guys can see here, let's go directly to the point. We have Ascetius. All right. Ascetius is part of the Fire Element hero. For you to do damage against this boss, you need to bring very strong lightning heroes to fight against him, okay? It doesn't matter about the tank. You guys can use any Radiance tank for this battle here. I suggest you, the best recommendation is you use Garius. Garius is an epic hero part of the Radiance. I think that from this point now, if you're playing the first season, I believe that every player have Garius in your account. Yeah, I don't think that I'm wrong, right? So guys, I'm going to show here just so you guys see my damage, the damage that I did against this boss. Okay, I did 104 million damage. Now check about my team. I have two epic heroes, Iola. Oh, Iola, better. So I have Iola and I have Garius, all right? And now, who are the heroes that are doing damage here? Is Orphena. Orphena is the main one. She's the one that's doing more damage. After her, I have Tarival. And Tarival, he's so good hero in terms of damage as well. Alright, so he's a nice hero in terms of damage. But I'm going to also give you some recommendation for part of the lightning heroes that could be also interesting for you. Alright, and as you guys can see here, for me, Rose, if you have a Rose, can be also interesting. She's part of the Radiance, but the good point about her, because she provides heals, and she also one of the best heroes to place attack down. That's why she's here. But unfortunately, I have to say this, her battle skill, she plays recharging speed penalties. When she does that, your timing cannot be sustainable. So I mean that you have always to control this hero in the battle, for she plays exactly her skill when the boss is going to do his ultimate. He's going to play his ultimate skill, because his ultimate skill is very strong. He hits in area and he can easily kill your team with the ultimate skill. Now, if you place attack down, then that the story change, okay? You can have more possibilities to have a sustainable battle. Like, let's say it's going to be a stable battle, right? So and then your damage is going to be easy to do. So your performance is going to be very easy for you reach. Your performance is going to be a very nice according to the point of view on this scenario, okay? But again, if you use holes, you have to control her in terms of her ultimate skill, okay? And now, if you do not use holes, if you have some other heroes that can place attack down, okay, good for you. But then you have to time it properly, because remember, you need also to have it, for you have it, like let's say, for you have be able to have a sustainable battle, for that be more constant and more reliable. So you have also to keep your heroes with the very good HP, like a health points, and that depends of the heals, right? So maybe like let's say that you bring any hero, like can be a tanky hero that plays attack down. Maybe you have to use that hero with the artifact that I'm going to show here. I think one of these artifact here. You have to use Mona Lisa on that specific tank, maybe, okay? Or any other hero that are in your composition, but just to give a little bit of sustainable heals that's possible to keep your team alive, okay? And that's exactly what I have to do. But look at now my equipments. The equipments that I use here, it was the Dominator. If she has more attack speed, better. So that I did, guys, and I test all the other ones. I test the Undead equipment. I even tested the Emissary. But this one here brought to her better performance, okay? The Dominator, it was much better to use. And this apply also for the Dauntless heroes, okay? My Dauntless hero here, same thing. I place him with the Dominator and he performs much well than exactly with the other equipments. Now Rose, as she plays not just about defense down, attack down, she also plays defense down because of the artifact, right? I place her also with the Moonlight Mantle, because like that helps her in terms of the heals, okay? And then she's going to be helping my team with the serial equipment here, because that's going to provide additional 50% attack to my team, all right? That's exactly what it is. And then the secret about these compositions is you use a double defense down. That's exactly what I did, you know? So I placed the Mystic Conch on my Yola, and like she doesn't use here much accuracy. I place her with the Undead, but you guys don't need to use that. As I said, you guys can use also any other equipment on her, but without accuracy. If you go to use the Mystic Conch right here, Mystic Conch, okay, because she's gonna be placing defense down all the time when it's going to be her time to do that. All right, and then you see here, like there are no other, like they are not, like she has some accuracy, but not much. So like you know that in the Mystic Conch here, if he is resisted her ultimate skill, then she's gonna be placing defense down, right? So all the time she plays defense down. That's a good point. And then I have Garius, and Garius, I place him with the Chest of Radiance in terms of the artifact, but you guys don't need to place him with this artifact if you have values in your account. If you have values, guys, you're going to bring values to place instead of Terrible. You're gonna use values, okay? And then if you go to use values in your account, and what happened is, it's possible your damage be better than exactly what I did here. It's possible you reach 130 million damage, okay, if you have values in your account, just for your idea. Because the values, her damage is according to derivative derivative damage, if I'm not wrong. Okay, and then you have to use another type of artifact on him according to his damage. Okay, and I'm going to show here now for you if you have values in your account. And the same thing about the artifact as well. In terms of the artifacts, you see Garius here using the chest of radiance. You guys don't need to use that, as I said, if you have values. But if you'd like to use the chest of radiance, no problem. You know, that's going to be good for you as well. But I go here, guys, because I already had this fight. I go here to the dungeon just for you guys see how I build this team in terms of time as well. Okay, I'm going to bring everything for you guys now just to see, you know. So let's go here in goblins, and then I'm going to show here now. I'm going to show here now. Look at this. This is my fire chief team, okay? And then in terms of positioning, okay, guys, Garius always stay on that way. Iola stay here in the back. Rose stay right here. Okay, see, this is the position that actually I place against Ascetius. You guys see that it's very good to use range heroes against Ascetius, okay? Because if you bring, let's say, heroes like a melee heroes to fight the Ascetius, to fight the boss, that's not going to be good for you. You know, unless if you place that hero to survive and use instead of attack runes, you're gonna use the HP runes or even defense runes. Okay, but otherwise you won't be able to keep that hero alive in battle because Ascetius is going to kill him. I did this test, guys. Okay, and I don't think that's a good idea because I have Suta. You know, I know well what I'm talking about. So this is the positioning here. You guys can place these heroes. As you guys can see here, I didn't save the first run, so I used the emissary here on her, but I changed because I got another Carnage gloves. But just for you guys see here, I place her with very good criticals, and that's relevant in terms of damage. Okay, so criticals is very fundamental, as you guys know, for you also have a very good performance. Okay, that's how I built, and then I'm gonna show here everything. Like as you guys can see, you know, everything is the same. I just changed Iola for the undead one, you know, but if you guys have the emissary, no problem at all. Now timing. I'm gonna show here about timing. Look at the timing. I placed this timing right here. However, that time cannot work properly. Okay, this time cannot work well because she placed the recharging speed penalty. That's Rose. But if you do not bring Rose that places this kind of specific skill, then it's okay. All right. So there are some other heroes, bunch of the other heroes were part of the lightning or even part of the radiance that you guys can use here in this battle, depending on the hero that you have. But you guys can bring that, you know, instead of Rose here. And then it is like, let's say that's going to be easy for you place this time him as well. Okay, but if you bring Rose, you already know about that. Okay, so we have to control her in terms of the time, the proper time that she's going to place attack down, because she has to place attack down according to the ultimate skill of the boss. Now, talking now about Garius. Remember what I'm talking about here, the specific artifact that's possible use on him, you know, if you have high values. And is this one here, is the most famous one, the Gatekeeper Staff. So we're going to use that one on Garius to keep our team alive, right? So that's exactly the artifact we're going to use. And then you do not need to use the Ancestral Protection here, and just in case. I just use because that helps in survivability. But it depends of your build as well, alright? Now, if you have high values, guys, the story change. Because then you're gonna place, instead of the target, you're gonna place high values there. Okay? So if you do not know about the hero that I'm talking about, is this hero here. So come here in the gallery. I do not have him yet, maybe in the future. But it's this guy here. He's very good hero. This is the guy. Okay, he does very nice damage, you know, and so if you have him, you have to consider here, because you know, he attacks with lightning speed and everything, but he does derivative damage. So that's exactly how his damage is gonna perform, you know. So in this case, you have to place him with two specific between artifact and different, like you have to place him with different artifact and different equipment. And the equipment here on this case is going to be this one. It's not very useful, you know, but it's more specific, more useful with this type of heroes that it is one here. As you guys can see, 3 pieces of that equipment, the gear, increases derivative damage dealt by the weather by 25%. You guys going to build him with that, okay? That is the main equipment for our values, okay? And then in terms of artifact, you guys have to place this artifact here. Is the best one for him. Everybody uses, even temporal vortex, is this one here, the Queen's Fan. Derivative damage dealt by the weather gains damage bonus based on the distance between the weather and the enemy, increasing by go up to 7% per tile, okay? With the damage bonus capped at 5 tiles. You see this? And more attack. That is the one for him. Alright? Anyway, guys, this is the video. I hope that this video is going to be good for you. If you like this video, just like the video right there. Leave a comment. I really appreciate your support. And see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Yet we shall never stop. Oira de Tavari.